welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jay. I got another special guest in the building. I'm gonna allow him to introduce himself.
It's me, baby. No, but no, I'm Swain. You know, that's it. You just Swain.
All right,
That's
so
it.
Swain, tell the people where you from.
I grew up in Chicago, out west to be exact. That's pretty much. I lived out south for a couple years, but out west is home for real. It's home for sure. I came in Carlos, the block we grew up on, and shit, we just slid through out west, the city in general.
All right, now you know everybody out south say out south the best part of the city. Everybody out west say out west the best part. So with you living in both areas, like
Out west, hands down.
I was finna say, don't say
Hands
the west
down,
side.
bro.
Bro, the west side like its own city, bro.
It is.
I was out west, what was this? Saturday? Bro, and I seen some of the most unusual shit that'll make a normal person just like, nah, I don't even want to come back to Chicago.
No, it is some wild shit. Like both sides is wild as hell. For me personally, out south you can't really vibe like you would vibe out west. It's too many niggas at war. Like the city at war in general, but just out south is everywhere you go you got it's a gang here, gang there. And everybody into it, so you can't really politic and kick it how you would kick it if you was out west.
Now, as the south sider having this conversation with you, that's not true, bro. Like,
What?
if you act, like, I feel like it's been a shift. I feel like out west is now the wild, wild west.
Now that's the fact. I do agree. I agree with that.
It's definitely going down way harder than it's ever been out west.
It is. Out west is going up, but out south definitely lit, bro. Like they still
It's cooling
get
down.
out west by
It's cooling down. Like out west, I can't say it's a high park out west. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. Out west is small. It's small. Out south way bigger than out west. Like we ain't really got too much that we can say it's like sightseeing like out south would be.
Out west say Uncle Remus, and that shit trash.
Greatest fucking chicken ever, bro.
That shit sugar
Greatest chicken ever, bro. Like
Sugar
where do you get trash from?
It's sugar chicken, bro.
Sugar chicken?
Sugar chicken, sweet chicken, like candy chicken.
Harold's is some good chicken, bro, but it's not being Uncle Remus. Sorry.
Man, Uncle Remus
It's the
one
mouth.
time, and that was the sauce is just too much. You could taste the sugar like it's a candy cane, but it's chicken.
You ain't grew up in Indiana, did you, bro? You ain't grew up in Indiana talking like that,
To
man.
be real, I didn't even know Uncle Remus existed, and I don't know how long they've been open. I probably realized Uncle Remus was a place like 6-7 years ago.
No, Uncle Remus got that shit, bro.
Dang.
Let's take a poll. We can take a poll. Bro.
Everybody out west gonna say that.
Out west tweaking if they say Uncle Remus, but
We just gonna agree to disagree on that one because it's sugar chicken to me. And
no,
most out west people would say it's sugar chicken too.
that mouth sauce too good, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
And
I'm
that
thinking
shit
about it right
now
now.
sauce, man, that shit candy.
I'm sorry, baby games. I should have took you to Uncle Remus.
Man, that shit is Jolly Ranchers melted down.
Hey, man. Oh, look. Never bad, man.
Now, you from Chicago, but you moved around, you feel me? So the current place you live at, compare that to Chicago if you can.
Completely different. Totally different. Man, Chicago it brings, like when you move, you bring a lot of fucking trauma with you. You thinking about shit that's not even happening. And you ain't even from here, you know, so it's just paranoia more than anything. It's just relaxing, like chill, bro. Ain't nobody on you or ain't nobody trying to attack you or rob you or shoot you. You feel me? I can walk down the street. Let's just be real. I can walk down the street, not have to worry about shots flying in. You know, so it's just a change of pace. It ain't too much different than the people, I'm gonna say. But just like the environment where I'm at, it's a bit more chill than the city. One thing I say is just different opportunity, bro. I keep my boy. I'm trying to put my boy on just to do new shit. Like you gotta get out your zone. I always felt like being at home, you're supposed to learn your basic shit on how to move throughout the world, but you're supposed to leave and then come back and help your city if it's possible. You know, so I feel like me doing that just opened my eyes up to, you know, what I want to do back home or any other thing in life, because I ain't got the same distractions no more.
Right.
I could just focus on what I need to focus on.
What would you say encouraged your move?
Shit, I was fucked up. Shit, I was fucked up. Shit, but at the end, like, I quit. I was working at Menards. I quit Menards 5 years. I thought I quit because of some bullshit that they asked me to do, but I quit because I just wanted to fucking go. It was time for me to go. Sometimes it's just time for you to go places. Everywhere that I've been for you to stay long term, for real. So I just got up out of there. Shit, I got lost. And that's how I ended up in Indiana. I got lost and shit. The truth is, I just found God to be real. I ain't trying to turn it to no religious thing, but I just locked in my relationship with God and shit. Just started going the right way.
I was sure finna ask you, like, how much did faith play a part in your just getting up and saying, man, I need a fresh start?
Faith, you gotta have faith in anything. I think my faith is strengthened just me and Jazz, because Jazz just, she into church, she into religion. We just talk about certain things, so it just, my faith just come from, you know, that and just me believing in myself totally. Like, I don't care where I'm gonna be in life. I know for sure I ain't gonna be fucked up forever. So that's how I hold myself accountable for my life. You know, just, you ain't gonna be here. You know what you gotta do. Sometimes I do get in a little funk and don't wanna do shit. But then the days you gotta tell yourself to keep going.
Nah, I got a decent ass little history with you, you feel me? Our first time meeting was at that bar, wasn't it?
Damn.
When we did the interview.
Yeah, that's when I did the freestyle.
That was our first time meeting.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. We had been politicking through the internet for a minute, but that was the first time we linked. And then, I don't want to jump into the music, but I want to fast forward to this moment in history when you opened up for Juelz Santana. You feel me? What was that moment like? Just everything you had been through up until that moment as far as music goes.
I was sick as fuck that day. I ain't gonna lie. I think I had the flu, and that's why I had that towel on my head the whole show. I was sick as hell that day, but shout out my dog, Yon the fucking Dunn, and we went up there. Shit, I ain't feel sick when I got on stage. It felt crazy party. My mama had gave me some tickets to the same venue like a few months ago before the show. I told bro, I'm performing one day. And it was the exact same spot. So it was just like, damn, just a full circle moment. Like, damn, you said this was gonna happen, and you right here on stage. So yeah, shit. Got a shout out to my dog Jay. But yeah, my boy, you put me in position to be in there, so yeah, I gotta credit you on that situation as well. So yeah, but it was just a great moment. Like, that was my first concert ever in life.
Stage,
yeah,
baby. And we all, Trey was, man.
Yeah, shout out Trey.
Free Trey money, man. Trey done got himself into some shit.
Yeah,
but that was a great moment for all that shit, because we always on that stage having the time of our life. And I vow, can nobody kick me off that motherfucker. And then Juelz came out, they definitely tried to kick niggas off the stage. I was not going.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, but that was definitely a moment. So at what age did you start making music? Or did you realize that you was talented at writing?
21.
Damn.
21. And I only started doing music because of my brothers, just to keep them out of trouble. I ain't had no clue about music. They just hit me up out the blue like, yeah, T, we want you to be our manager. Me being me, sure, why not? Shit. But I just took it from there, and I got to credit my Uncle Joe. Joe the one told me to start writing, so shit, I just started writing. And then I was trash as fuck. I was just making music that wasn't me. So once I got rid of that part and just focused on like who I am and where my life going, shit, it just was easy after that.
Do you remember that first song when you realized, like, all right, I got it?
Probably reintroduce myself. I feel like that was the one where I just started spitting crazy. Because I ain't spit like that before that track. And then after that, I'm like, nah, this is it. This for me. This is where I'm supposed to be with.
Would you say that's your favorite song that you ever recorded?
Hell no. That shit trash too. But look though, like, all my earlier shit I always call it trash, but at the same time I still love it because it got me to this point.
Right.
My favorite song, Honda Ferrari, hands down. Like, that's classic to so many people. I ain't even gonna lie, like I still get people asking me to this day. And that song probably came out like 4 years ago. You know, and it was just, that song was just real truth from my son, my pops, and just me, just having a dream and going for that shit. That's it.
When you said Honda and Ferrari, I was like, all right, I gotta give him that one. But do you remember Closer?
Yeah, I fucking love Closer, but
Closer
I couldn't.
was hard.
I couldn't use Closer because somebody else had it fucking Closer.
Closer was hard. And when you went over the Alicia Keys, the Unbreakable.
No, Unthinkable.
Yeah, Unthinkable.
Unthinkable, yeah.
That was crazy.
And that's definitely one of my favorite joints, I will say. But I ain't heard that in a minute.
Bro, what you said, like, man, almost 4 minutes on this beat. Like, it wasn't no hook, bro. It was just bob.
I ain't never went that long on a song. Just right. I never went that long. But yeah, I ain't never, like, Unthinkable definitely one of my favorites. But Honda or Ferrari for sure. I think it just, that right there just stamped me like, you one of them niggas. So that's just how I felt after writing that song. So yeah, Honda or Ferrari for sure.
Now, for the people that don't know, you used a little piece of the Killer Season. You feel me? Why was it important to put that in there?
I mean, but Killer Season, besides like it being a drug dealing movie, that was facts. Like, man, I got a friend right now, and it's the same situation. It's like, bro, you want this life or you want that life? And that can apply to anything. You want a Honda or a Ferrari? Which one you want? Not the Honda. The Honda is what you struggled in. Why you want to stay there? You want a fucking Ferrari.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just, Honda Ferrari is just a lifestyle choice. What you want to do. It's not necessarily saying get a Ferrari, but you want a great life, a Ferrari will represent that. For real.
Man, I remember a moment in time where you wrote a song, you feel me? You sent me the song. Now, me not knowing that the song was already, I don't think you even released it yet. I think you sent it to me just to hear. And then later you just dropped the song, you feel me? And then you later had to delete the song.
Yo, that fucking So Gone challenge. That fucking So Gone challenge. Bro. But look, I shouldn't have did that shit, but I did it. And I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad about it because that's how I express myself.
You was an artist.
But yeah, that song, shit, it was truth. It was truth all the way around. Like, that's it. That's one thing I can say.
I know it was a lesson that you took from that. Like, even being an artist, because when you look at artists like Drake got sued for putting a chick name in a song. You feel me? Like, what lesson did you learn from that song in particular?
Just don't use their names. Simple. Just don't use their names. Like, that was my mistake. The song was still hard, like, but I used their names, and it was like, damn, they heard that shit. So I just get to the next day, it's like, damn, all eyes on me for what? Like, damn, you heard my shit. That's just how I felt. Like, then you heard it, damn, I didn't think you was gonna get it. But hey,
you strike me as somebody that used to write poetry.
No, I like poetry.
But you never actually wrote a poem before.
I tried poetry in school, but other than that, like one time. But other than that, I ain't wrote no poetry for real.
When you was a shorty, what was something you wanted to be, like growing up?
Growing up, we played football a lot. I thought I was gonna grow. But shit, once I stopped growing, shit, sports just became like, nah, this ain't for you. And then after that, I thought I wanted to be a fucking computer engineer. But I ain't want to go to school, so I didn't know what I want to do after high school for real until 21. And that's when I'm like, nah, this is what you want to do. I don't even know if it was just rap in general, but just being in this space, a creative space. And that's when I found out my strength for real.
I remember the time period where you had writer's block. And you couldn't write shit. I don't know how long it lasted, but it lasted for a nice little while. So what would you say is one of the ways you got yourself out that funk?
You gotta live, and that's what it come down to. You gotta experience life. It's like, I can't keep writing the same shit every song, you know? So it's like, I don't want to say it's a writer's block. I'm just saying I ain't live enough for doing that time, so that's just how I broke it, just started doing different shit. Now I got new shit to write about. So it's like, when I'm thinking about writing a song, like, damn, I still got these old thoughts. Like, this shit I already done. I'm a new person now. You feel me? I ain't that person no more. So it's time to do something else.
What would you say has been your greatest project up until this point, like on some youth shit?
Oh, Pookson for sure. Pookson over Project 91. Now Project 91, that first mixtape, but it don't have these lyrics on it. You know, these lyrics on Pookson is, even for it deep, and it's deep because I'm so attached to the story. It's not nothing random. It's my father, shit, my son, my friends, my family, you know, myself, shit. So it's just me establishing my space in the world. Like, nigga, I'm here, you know. So that just poops on for sure.
Nah, you started a podcast. You feel me? What made you just say, fuck it, I'm a transition at this moment from music to podcast?
Man, niggas gotta understand that you gotta find another way in sometimes. Like, your plan A just might not be plan A right now. You know, so I just create a platform myself. That's most importantly. Like, all the time in the city, I couldn't get too many platforms to fuck with me. So I'm like, nah, I'd rather create my own shit. And we went that way with it. And that's just pretty much what it came down to. And I just wasn't doing music. I took a year off of music. So I'm like, yeah, what I want to do? And then shit, I started listening to Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe. And shit, I just like, damn, I'm gonna do a podcast. This shit something like I want to do.
Now, for those that don't know, the podcast was busting. Like, as far as like charting, like it was charting, it was doing numbers, you feel me? What, I don't know the exact highest number that it ever reached, you remember?
The most downloads we got probably like, I want to say, damn, I don't even remember. I don't even be checking the stats.
Nah, but you know they used to send them emails and it'll
tell you
talking
about I'm thinking you're talking about the
it'll tell you where it rank at.
Now we definitely was in the top 20. Top 20 for sure. It's just, honestly, it's just me being inconsistent with it and not taking it serious enough, for real.
Nah, you also had a project, you titled it Stay Rational. Stay Rational turned into a clothing brand. How?
Stay rational is a lifestyle. You know, I picked up rational at a book, and this book just teach you about life. And being rational is one of the key to, you know, just focusing, moving smoother throughout life. And I'm a smooth type guy, so I thought it would fit me perfect. But as far as fashion, it just look good on clothes. I ain't got no crazy explanation, but that's just the reasoning behind rational. Just applying pressure consistently and choosing your logic over emotion. Sometimes, and even sometimes, fucking feelings are temporary, but decisions last forever. You feel me? So that's just how I took it.
Now, you say, like, naming it just Stay Rational. Now, I'm going to go back to the podcast. Because we be chopping it up on that. You feel me? We talk about real shit, funny shit, ratchet shit. Like, we cover all bases on that. So, like, how do you come up with the format of the podcast? Because we ain't never had no conversations on, like, we gonna do it like this or do it like that. Like, you just hit me and then we just go.
It's freestyle. I ain't gonna lie. Somebody hit you up, I just pull up some news. Whatever's there, oh damn, let's talk about this. Or it's like we be out throughout the week, and I'll be like, damn, we didn't talk about this on the pod. Well, I be talking to Jazz and having a conversation, and she might say some crazy shit, and I'll be like, nah, I gotta pod this. But yeah, that's pretty much. It ain't nothing strategic or anything. It's just fucking popping up and doing it.
All right, now for everybody that don't know, you feel me? We sitting in the Stay Rational, the smart store. You feel me? Like, how did this dream come to fruition?
Fucking Nipsey fucking Hussle, man.
Look, shit, Swain.
Nip is an inspiration for me. When he died, I felt that. I felt that when he died instantly. Like, I felt that instantly. It shifted the whole car. But, yeah, just watching Nip and how he just navigated the independent route, how he just extended the brand and created, you know, shit, I don't know the exact word, but the marathon. And I'm like, damn, that's dope as fuck. It's not me following the same path. It's just like, damn, that's just inspiration. Totally. Like, I'm gonna do my own shit. But damn, this nigga doing some great shit. And on top of that, Nip had the first smart store. You feel me? I feel like I want to continue that. And that is where I come up with.
Now, take it back to you saying, man, Chicago ain't working for me. I need to move. How much would you say your move contributed to your growth and everything you got going on today?
Man, to be totally honest, Giants is a big part of my growth, like real shit. I wouldn't say it was anything else. I just feel like I had to come with my shit together. I never was a lazy person or felt like I couldn't do shit, you feel me? But sometimes you need that extra push with somebody that you want to do something for. So that's just pretty much the difference. Like shit, I got somebody I want to do something for, and somebody believe me and love me for me. So shit, that's pretty much the difference. It ain't too much different that I did, but move and shit, just be open to ideas, bro. Like niggas gotta stop being so closed-minded. Open your mind up and shit, do some different shit.
Alright, so you got the music, you got the clothing, you got the store. Alright, what would you say is next for you?
I don't even know, to be honest. I really don't. That's where I'm at right now. I don't know what's going on. And I'm trying not to think about it, but it's hard to not think about it. But I don't know what's going on there. All I know is shit, this and whatever this opening a door up to, you feel me? Like, there's a lot of shit I want to do, of course, but you know, this got to get started first. But other than that, shit, I don't really know. I can't really tell you what's next, but fucking, I'm doing a project. I'm doing a new album. That's it. But other than that, it's just the store, shit, a new project. I ain't really got nothing else brewing, for real, besides the clothes.
What would you say is probably the best piece of advice you done came across and the worst piece of advice?
I don't really take advice. And it's not saying I don't listen to people, because I hear you, I hear what you're saying, but I just always still follow my own way, regardless of the fact or what this person or who this person is. Like, and that's just what it comes down to. So I can't really say I got bad advice. Good advice is tons of advice. Just from people in my life. It could be my lady, it could be you, my mama, my brothers. So it's like, I got a ton of good advice. Now, if I apply it, then it's different, but I can't really narrow it down to one.
Now, this is my favorite question of all time, you feel me? If you can go back in time and give your younger self any advice, what would it be?
Let me see. Number one, be careful who you got kids with, man. Hey, look. Number one, be careful who you got kids with, brother. That's it. Be careful who you got kids with, man. Focus more on you. Take care of yourself. And that's just pretty much what it comes down to. Taking care of myself at 21 should have been a priority, and instead of me worrying about other people in their situations. So that's it. Just taking care of myself. That's the only thing I can really tell myself at 21. Because I'm cold right now. 21 can't fuck with me. But I'm cold, but I definitely can give them some game though.
Alright, tell the people how they could listen to the music, how they could cop the merch, how they could fuck with the podcast, and tell them where they can follow you at.
Look, y'all niggas ain't getting no merch right now until this store open. But no, now if you want some merch, just DM. Swain Hove, Facebook, IG, the website on the construction, so I ain't gonna give you that. That's pretty much it. My Facebook, the same thing. To follow me is Swain Hove. You feel me? The music, streaming, Apple, Spotify, you know, Tidal, SoundCloud. And that's pretty much it. Or you can just ask for the email. You feel? Or I can give you the email. And, you know, we go crazy.
Alright, now, I remember Drake, Lil Wayne, and they dropped that song, No New Friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, for a long time, everybody said no new friends, you feel me? And just knowing that I met you off the internet, you know what I'm saying, and we done grew, and we sitting in your store right now, like that's some powerful, amazing shit.
That shit is crazy.
Because half the people you met me with, bro, I don't even talk to none of them people now. Probably maybe 2 or 3 of them, you feel me? So for us to grow and just be cool, and I ain't never known you from a can of paint, you feel
right.
me? Just always was on honey. Like that's some wild shit.
No, it definitely is, because I don't fuck with people. I don't fuck with people.
Me either.
I don't fuck with people. I don't go outside unless it's necessary.
Yeah.
So it's like for me to do this with you, it's like damn. I think it's just we had a mutual interest, and it was the music. And the music just brought everything together. But other than that, like I don't fuck with people. Hey, I don't fuck with people. So I just don't. I don't like going outside. But sometimes I do because you need help. But that's it. I don't fuck with people like that. I ain't got a lot of friends. And I don't associate with a lot of family. Nothing wrong with them. I love them. But I just like being me. I stay to myself. And I'm fine with that. I think a lot of people just don't know how to be cool with themselves. Like be at peace or enjoy you. People don't know how to fucking enjoy themselves, and that's sick. Like, nah, I don't need people for me to enjoy my life. But I do need people, if that makes sense. You know, but other than that, I can just chill and be the fuck at home. Like, if you come see me, then you come see me. We smoke. But other than that, you can leave me the fuck alone. That's it.
For now.
That's it.
That fucking around be what it is. Like we the same person in different bodies and shit.
Like that's like if it ain't my kids, my lady. I take the kids back. Sometimes the kids gotta leave me the fuck alone. But that's when they get a little older. But yeah, for sure. But other than that, that is dope, bro. Because niggas don't meet niggas off the internet and just develop a friendship like that. Like that, you just don't see that nowadays. So yeah.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, I want you to know I appreciate you, bro.
My boy, it's the same feeling.
Facts. Now that has been another episode of Conversations with Jay.
Stay rational.